Yo guys, welcome back to another video. Yes, I do know that the update is very soon, whether it be tomorrow, the next day, or the day after, because as you can see, the event says May 30th to June the 1st, so between these dates, the update will happen. Whatever what day it is, we just don't know. But yeah, I just want to get this early strat out because pretty much, yeah, I think Luffy will just go right into the slot. So replacing Alucard, Luffy will just go right in and everything else just stays the same. Unless we just get more cracked out units. I mean, in terms of predictions, they have to drop Kaido, to be honest. Other than that, I don't know. There's so many units they can do from 1-0. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, in terms of the team setup and this team, this is what we are running. And for the memorials and stuff, let me show you. Let me place it down right here. And then over here, so for our Astolfo, we're running a Fu. And then I do run my Enthusiast Walk, just because it has Jack of All, so he can be slightly cheaper. Then for Madara, I run this Burb right here, which gives me higher crit chance, good crit damage, relatively mid damage, but you know, it is fine. And then Deadeye on his own Memoria. If you have Divinity, just run Divinity. And then for Naruto, I run this Burb right here, it gives me high crit damage, high crit chance, and decent damage because he's also got the spark damage from the 3.9%, and then also this Memorial right here is on one with Deadeye. Then for Uma, I am running this Burb right here, good decent crit chance, good crit damage, good damage, and then also Deadeye Enthusiast Walk. Then for Alucard, Marksman Alucard, you need 3 replacements for him. Of course, his Vanguard Familiar, and then of course, in the Enthusiast Walk with Contagious. Doesn't really matter what you give him, to be honest. You can't run Jack of All if you want, but I guess just a bit of extra damage, you know, might as well run Contagious. And then for Ichigo, of course, I'm running this Burb right here. Pretty low on the damage end, but crit chance and crit damage is there, I guess. Crit damage kind of low, but you know, it is what it is. And then Divinity on his own Memoria, and that's it for the team setup. Let's just get into the actual run. And yeah, good luck with your runs if you guys do intend to do it early. If not, you guys can just wait for the update. Make sure you farm up your essence stones. Get as many materials as you can, and yeah, good luck on the update. Alright, so majority of the run is pretty much just AFK, and what I mean by that is you're just gonna be clicking one spot, ninjutsuing between your Naruto and Madara, and just doing your Ume stats. And it does sound like a lot, but you will see that I'm just staying stationary, you know, when I do it. And it's just very easy to do. The only part this run really gets hard is where you have to move a bit, yeah, to kill the wave 30 boss, and then of course the wave 40 boss requires a lot of like focus, and then wave 40 onwards, you just have to be focused, fully focused. But yeah, for the first like 30 waves, you can do whatever you want. You can chill. You don't really have to worry, you know. But just follow my beginning. So you place your Naruto, you use your ninjutsu from Madara onto Naruto, and then once you can, you ninjutsu Naruto onto Madara, and then from there it's just that's what the AFK is, to be honest. So you wanna be opening up your unit manager and using that to see your Uma stats, because it does stay open and you can just keep ninjutsuing over the little UI that does come up, and you can just keep doing that non-stop. You'll see me do it eventually. For now, I don't really have to do it. I'm not really worrying at all. So for the part that this part does happen, I won't really speak too much because it's just pretty much AFK. And yeah, this is pretty much what I do. So I'll open the unit manager, keep it open, and I just ninjutsu onto my Madara once the Kurama swings stop. Just stop after you hear the sound for the Kurama swings just stopping. Then you know your transformation is gone, so you can just ninjutsu again, and that's all you have to do. That is all you need to do. So yeah, that you can use your unit manager to follow Madara a bit easier. But yeah, things should be very easy. You don't really have to worry at all. And yeah, as you can see, this is what I meant by it's just AFK. For the most part, it's gonna be very easy. You don't really have to do much. Only from wave 30 onwards is where it gets hard. One thing I did forget, and I did it very late, is I want you guys to get your Alucards placed in the optimal spots. The first one, a bit off from touching base. The second one in the big square bend towards the back, and then the other one at the very back. Making sure they cover basically the whole map. You want to get your Alucards placed early, do your Astolfo early, and you just want to use your Astolfo to get the max buff, and then use that same, of course, of Astolfo to give the buff to all the units on the map, even the Alucard at the back, so he has extra 10% range and a bit more damage, you know. Doesn't really do much for him, but it does help him a bit, you know. Extra damage is extra damage. It could lead to a few more kills. So yeah, you could do that as well if you want to do it right now. You'll see me do it later on, and I do forget to... I don't really forget, but because it was so late, I wasn't able to give the extra 10% range and 20% more damage to the two Alucards at the back. So I'll just stop speaking again because there's not much to say. I mean, I guess it's not really about AV, but what I could talk about is, you know, for those who play Dragon Ball Legends, how is your anniversary going? Like, your summons wise? I think, yeah, so far I only pulled one Broly copy. Tried to get Gogeta, didn't get him. I'll just say for part 2, to be honest. I pretty much have one of the better teams. Both Roses plus the Broly, and yeah, that team is just so disgusting, bro. That new Rose, with not the new Rose, but the old one with his new plat. Oh, my days, that guy is not a real unit, bro. He's like, he just top 5, bro. This guy's in like crazy defensive capabilities, plus flipping that blue card does so much damage. But yeah, I ain't gonna really speak too much about Legends because flipping AV video, AV channel. But yeah, if you guys want me to speak more about, you know, I could talk about it more in videos when I do play, or maybe even on stream. I could like, if I do end up streaming AV, then I could like bring up on the side and just do that on the side as well. But yeah, here, killing the crystal shouldn't be too hard. The enemies are still very weak, so even if the crystal does spawn at the very back, you can easily kill off the crystal. Plus, of course, deal with the leaks. And yeah, as you can see here, I'm just readjusting my camera sometimes. I do it here and there, but as you can see, sometimes the camera is frustrating. And yeah, as you can see, this is what I'm doing my stuff for, just making sure that the Ichigo also does get the buff. That extra 10% range does help him slightly, and of course the 20% more damage as well. But mainly for the range. And yeah, here is where you will see I have to focus on this boss because he does move, it's not too far, but slightly, you know. The way I chose to play it was, it kind of allowed him to get quite far, which was an issue, you know. So I just let him get quite far. It doesn't really matter because he's a very easy boss, and we did kill him off eventually. So I kill him off right here, and you can see at this point, it's just about surviving until the wave 40, because wave 40 boss is the worst boss to fight. It's always the same boss every time it's on this map. Stupid ass Kenny. And yeah, just make sure you just keep following what I'm doing, ninjutsuing onto your Madara. So you just sell your Naruto and then ninjutsu into Madara. And yeah, here I do max man Storeful just to make sure I get that spear ready for the boss. Because we do need to utilize the Storeful spear. And here is where you need to focus, so make sure that you hit the spear on the boss. So yeah, as you can see, we're gonna be prepping for the boss, and he does spawn in very soon. So make sure you get your Madara and Naruto ready, making sure it's at the start of the ninjutsu cooldown. And you want to use your spear instantly onto the boss, and make sure you use the spell book on your full skills, which I forgot to do. As you see, I missed it. But you want to make sure you keep doing this. And as you saw, I did use a 2-stock Ichigo nuke. So using 2 stocks, I did nuke with Ichigo just to make sure the boss has a lot less health than it normally has. And at this point, I do use Madara's nuke. It was a fail safe, so if you can manage it, hitting all these Kurama swings, you should be able to kill it without Madara nuking, but if not, then it does help a lot. But if you can kill it off here without Madara nuking, you are in for such a good run. You'll see what I mean. At the end of the run, there's so many weak enemies that Madara's nuke here would come in so clutch. So hopefully when Gearfab Luffy does come out, he will replace Alucard and make this run so much easier. Because he'll be a DPS powerhouse hopefully, and have some funky ass mechanics. So it will basically just aid this team a lot, and make sure, it'll make you in a way probably save Alucard, Madara's nuke, which will probably be very handy for the final strat. From here, you want to make sure you don't let anyone leak, and you just stay with them the whole time. And that's pretty much all you do. You just keep using your ninjutsu onto your Madara and Naruto. And when you see the enemies do get quite far, these guys are so tanky, the pure giants. You're gonna just follow them to the end of the map and try to kill them and get them as low as possible. So you see I kill these guys, but you see that pure giant right behind? He's so strong that I won't be able to kill him. I think it's this one right where I'm standing. So that's the one that's gonna kill me and make me transform into Vestal Lord, and the Vestal Lord transformation will pull the enemies to the front. So at this point you just want to keep getting damage onto these guys, so when they do get pulled over, they'll be in a weaker state, so you can kill them a lot easier. And here, I don't know what was happening, I fumbled a few times, so I missed out on a few swings. And then I just let them hit base, and then yeah, I just swung on them again. And I did move the Storefort into a more ideal spot, because you see I do use the spear again, which does help a lot. So I hippogriff to the right, and then I use spear going downwards. You'll see. I don't know why I gave that first, since it will be getting taken off. So I gave that down there. And then I make sure to, of course, use my ninjutsu, and the crystal is irrelevant because we're going to be down to the monster tooth fan tanky. It's so tanky, so it'll just kill us off. So you're going to try your best just to kill these guys and follow with your Naruto. And you can see I had so many starters in this run, so the score can easily be improved as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video, you know. There's a whole minute left, but that's all there is to it, you know. When he gets to wave 54, you're gonna turn auto skip waves off, and you see how weak these enemies are. There's a lot of them in the run, so if I manage to save that Madara nuke, oh my days, the whole run will be so much better. But you'll see what I mean. Like, they're so low that Madara nuke will just wipe all of these guys off. So yeah, I turn auto skip waves off, and this pretty much is it for the strat. So if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.